What's going on, everybody? Let me just turn this off. Sports, Fox Sports 1. Anyways, that's off. This is my 2016 WWE Royal Rumble review. It started off with the Kickoff show, which is always an hour long. Had a match on there, Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for a spot. The winning team would get to be in the Royal Rumble match. So two of the members of one of the teams got to be in the Royal Rumble match. You had the Ascension. You had the Dudley Boys, which I wanted the Dudleys to win, and I was cheering for them. You had Darren Young and Damien Sandow. That was a odd team to team up Darren Young with Damien Sandow. Why couldn't they just team up Darren Young with his tag team partner, Titus O'Neil? I guess they're former tag team partners because WWE doesn't have Titus O'Neil anymore really teaming up with Darren Young for some reason. So I guess the Primetime Players is over. And they want to make Titus O'Neil a single star or something like that. Or they want to have Titus team up with Stardust. I don't know what they're doing with them. The Ascension, the Dudleys, Damien Sandow, Darren Young, and who the hell was the fourth team? I cannot remember the fourth team that was in it, but I cannot remember who it is. Doesn't really matter. The winners were Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. The winners were the fourth team in the Fatal 4-Way on the Kickoff. Mark Henry, Jack Swagger win it. They go to the Rumble, and they get to be in the 2016 Royal Rumble match. I don't know why they didn't have the Dudleys win. It would have been nice to see Devon and Bubba Ray in the Royal Rumble match, because last year you had Bubba Ray Dudley return to the Rumble by himself. Fans in Philly were chanting, "We want Devon, we want Devon." Would have been nice to have Devon in there this year with Bubba Ray, but it didn't happen. Mark Henry, Jack Swagger win, and they get to be in the Rumble. As I said that already. Up next, they talked more. The Kickoff panel was Renee Young looking hot as ever, as she always does. I've never seen Renee Young look bad on WWE TV. She always looks great. She's hot as hell. Anyways. Booker T, Renee Young, Jerry the King Lawler. They put on the Kickoff panel because they didn't want him calling the pay-per-view for some reason. With Cole and JBL, I guess Vince wants the broadcast team to look younger. So he left Byron Saxton to be on the Rumble and call it, with JBL and Cole as they call Monday Night Raw every week. So Renee Young, Booker T, Jerry Lawler, Corey Graves are on the Kickoff panel promoting and pushing the Royal Rumble to order the WWE Network, and that the Royal Rumble is free if you order the network tonight. And Jerry Lawler even had to make a joke that if you get the Royal Rumble on pay-per-view, you're an idiot. And I agree with him about that, because I would not pay no $55, whatever the Rumble costs, $55 on pay-per-view compared to $9.99. So now, the Royal Rumble starts. The first match to kick off the Royal Rumble 2016 was for the Intercontinental Championship. Last man standing, Kevin Owens, challenging the champion Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match. I was a little bit surprised that this match kicked off the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I thought it'd be Del Rio and Kalisto to kick it off, but no. They wanted a fast, hot start to the Royal Rumble, so they kicked it off with Last Man Standing. And it was a very entertaining, very good Last Man Standing match. I really enjoyed it. Owens did some great stuff in it. Some great heel tactics he did to get heat. Dean Ambrose did some great stuff, also some great spots. Dean Ambrose took a dive off the top rope. Kevin Owens was laid out on a table. Dean Ambrose jumps off the top rope, elbow drop threw Kevin Owens to the floor. That was awesome. Kevin Owens, in the beginning, I think he threw, somebody got thrown into Michael Cole over the announcer's table, and Michael Cole was taken out. That was great because we didn't have to listen to Michael Cole for about 5 minutes. Anyways, I heard JBL say Cole was taken out. I was hoping he was going to be taken out for a whole hour, or maybe they could have brought a stretcher down and stretchered Cole out of the building and replaced him with the new guy that caused SmackDown, the new announcer. Everybody knows who he is. He could have came out, replaced Cole, or you could have had Jerry Lawler come out and replace Cole, but that didn't happen. Anyways, I don't hate Michael Cole. He's annoying at times, but I don't hate him. I can take Michael Cole. I really can't take listening to JBL for 3 hours. He really gets on my nerves. And Byron Saxton, I'm a fan of his. He's better than Cole and JBL. And people, I don't know why people pick on Byron Saxton. They don't like him. I enjoy him. I think he's a good announcer. And at least he's better and different than Cole and JBL are. And he's younger. If you want an announcer for the next 10 years, Vince, you better keep Byron Saxton. Anyways, Last Man Standing was great. It had some great spots in it. Couple of tables were pulling out. 2 tables were set up on the other side of the ring after Dean Ambrose put Kevin Owens through a table with an elbow drop off the top. 2 tables were set up on the other side of the ring. Chairs were used. Kevin Owens took a back drop. Dean Ambrose reversed it. Back dropped Owens through 2 chairs in the ring. He fell basically ass first through 2 chairs. He didn't fall back first through 2 chairs. And those chairs bend very easily. I'm pretty sure they're aluminum. And they're not even steel. They're not old school steel chairs like from 98 that really had no give to them. Anyways, I'm sure they're aluminum, and those chairs are probably a very soft metal that doesn't hurt. Anyways, the match ends. Both guys kept getting up before the 10 count. Kevin Owens did a smart move. He was about to be counted out. 10 was coming, then he rolled out of the ring, got on his feet, held onto the ropes, so he didn't lose. The finish was Kevin Owens on the top rope. Dean Ambrose pushes him off or knocks him off. I missed that part because I was on Twitter, staring at my Twitter. Anyways, I know the spot. Kevin Owens got knocked off the top rope, basically, and fell through 2 tables. Did a somersault and fell through 2 tables. He doesn't get up. There's no way. I knew he was not going to get up from that. Crashing through 2 tables. There was no way Kevin Owens was going to get up. I predicted Kevin Owens would win. I just thought he'll get the Intercontinental title because they were pushing him a lot as a heel, as a top heel. But whatever, I'm not upset. Dean Ambrose wins and retains the Intercontinental Championship. On to the next match. Or after the Last Man Standing match. Before it, we had Stephanie and Vince. They showed on camera to kick off the Royal Rumble, getting out of their limo. And then walking into the arena, JoJo, the interviewer JoJo, stops them and talks to them. And then after the Last Man Standing match, we had no backstage segments or anything. Next match was, I believe, the tag team titles. New Day defending the tag team titles against the Usos. This kicked off very entertaining before the match even started. The New Day was waiting on the entrance. They're waiting, saying, bow your heads and give Francesca a moment of silence. That was funny as hell. That had me cracking up. And then we hear the noise of a trombone. It starts playing from backstage. I thought they were piping in the trombone noise. I thought they were piping it in on the speakers. But no, it was Xavier Woods playing it. He came out playing the trombone. The crowd popped and marked out like crazy. They popped for Francesca, the trombone. Woods gets on the microphone, is entertaining as hell, and says, "This is Francesca 2. This is Francesca 2. So Francesca, the trombone, is back. Very happy about that because it adds to the match. When he's playing the trombone, it's just funny as hell, and it's entertainment. And the New Day is always bringing the entertainment every single time they're on TV. And this was no different tonight. They brought a lot of entertainment before the match even started. They were playing the trombone, then they went to the ring. Big E and Kofi were dancing, shaking their ass like they were twerking. That was also funny as hell. And Xavier Woods playing Francesca 2 was great. It was entertaining. It was funny as hell. I can't say enough good things about it. I love the New Day. I love what they do. The New Day rocks, in my opinion. So New Day take on the Usos. Usos come out. The minute their music hit and they came out, they started getting booed by a lot of fans. A lot of those fans in Orlando are probably NXT fans, and really hardcore NXT or hardcore wrestling fans went to the Royal Rumble, I'm guessing, because the Usos got booed out of the building. They were booed a lot. And even in the ring, when the Usos started making comebacks and getting moves in, they were getting booed like crazy. It was pretty damn funny, and I was happy about that. Because I'm not a fan of the Usos. I don't like their characters. I don't like how they act. I think their characters are way too PG, and I'm just not a fan of them as a team. I have nothing against the Usos personally, but as wrestlers, as characters, I'm not a fan of the Usos, and I don't think I ever will be unless they probably turned heel. And they would have to be really nasty, badass heels for me to like them. New Day wins. This was my first prediction I got right of the night. This was the only prediction I got right of the night. I had Brock Lesnar winning the Royal Rumble. He did not win. Everybody knows. I had Becky winning the title. She did not win. I had Kevin Owens winning. He did not win. I had Alberto Del Rio winning. He did not win. So I win 1 for 4. Not very good. But who cares? It was just predictions. It was just guessing. Up next, after the New Day retained, we had, I believe, a backstage segment, which... After the New Day wins, we had a Wyatt family promo from backstage that was pretty entertaining. Up next, we had the U.S. title on the line. Kalisto got a pretty decent pop. He came out, did his pointing, his lucha, lucha, lucha gimmick, where the crowd chants lucha, lucha with his music. Anyways, Alberto Del Rio defending the U.S. title. We all know what happened, I think 2 weeks ago. Alberto Del Rio lost the title on Raw. Then 3 days later on SmackDown, Alberto Del Rio won the U.S. title back. Kalisto goes for the U.S. title again, this time at the Royal Rumble. Kalisto wins. I wasn't that surprised, but I kind of thought Del Rio should retain, but he did not. It's over. I don't really care. I'm not upset. Good for Kalisto. I hope the WWE pushes him and has him hold on to the U.S. title, not the Intercontinental. I hope the WWE has Kalisto hold on to the not the fucking Intercontinental. What the hell's wrong with me? The U.S. Championship, U.S. title. I hope they have Kalisto hold on to it until WrestleMania or past WrestleMania into the summer. They should really have Kalisto hold on to the U.S. title till SummerSlam. But I doubt they do that. But if they want to push him as a new star and a top babyface, and for the Hispanic community to get behind Kalisto, they should keep him as U.S. champion for a couple months. If they want a new Rey Mysterio type character that the kids can love and that the Hispanic people can love. Because WWE does need some more Hispanic stars, in my opinion. They only got Alberto Del Rio and Lucha Dragons, really. I don't think anybody else on the roster is Hispanic. Anyways, Kalisto wins the U.S. Championship. I'm happy for him. I just hope that he has a good reign as champion and holds on to it past WrestleMania. Up next was the Divas title match. This was a very entertaining, very good worked match. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was great women's wrestling. Becky and Charlotte together, one-on-one, they work very well together. They had a lot of matches in NXT. Not as many matches as Sasha and Charlotte had in NXT, but Becky and Charlotte have worked a lot before in NXT, but as I said, not as much as Sasha and Charlotte. This, as I said, very good women's wrestling match. I was happy to see it went over 10 minutes. I'm not sure how long it was. I would guess 15 minutes or maybe, I don't know, 16, 17 minutes maybe. Maybe longer. Maybe it went 18 minutes. I'm not sure. But it was a good Divas title match. WWE has to, if they want to push the Divas division, they gotta do what they did tonight at the Royal Rumble and have great matches that Becky and Charlotte had tonight. That's what they gotta do to push the division, to bring credibility to it and to the championship. Charlotte is a great heel. She's a better heel than babyface, that's for sure. Even though she was a pretty damn good babyface, or she was a heel mostly in NXT, but when she came to the main roster, she was a babyface. That didn't really work. Charlotte with her father, the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, she's a great heel. She'll learn a lot from her father, and she'll become a better heel. So it was a good thing that Charlotte retained, but I really was pulling for Becky Lynch and for her to win the championship. Maybe her time will come and she'll win it at Fastlane, but I doubt it. I'm guessing they're gonna have Sasha versus Becky versus Charlotte at Fastlane, and if they don't go with that match, then I could see that happening at WrestleMania. Triple threat between Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte. They could add Paige to the match, make it a four-way at Fastlane. They could even add Natty and Natalya to the match, make it a four-way. But at WrestleMania, I think it should be Sasha one-on-one against Charlotte for the title and have Sasha Banks win the championship and have a WrestleMania moment for herself at WrestleMania 32. Sasha deserves a WrestleMania moment. She's that damn good. In my opinion, Sasha Banks is the female Shawn Michaels. She's that damn good. So, Charlotte retains it. I was really pulling for Becky to pull out a victory and win, but she did not. Sadly, Becky Lynch did not win the Divas title. It was a very good match. Becky Lynch had her armbar, her finisher, I don't know what it's called, but that armbar where she pulls the arm up from her legs, her submission, the armbar. She had that locked on Charlotte. I thought Charlotte might tap right there, but then Ric Flair gets up on the ring apron, takes his jacket off, throws his jacket over the head of Becky Lynch to distract her so she couldn't see. Then she did get distracted. And then Charlotte, of course, we know what happened. Charlotte won and retained the Divas title. After Charlotte retained it, she started beating down Becky Lynch. That was good for her because she'll get more heat as a heel, and she did. The crowd didn't like it. The crowd was 100% behind Becky Lynch, and that's probably because it was in Orlando, the home of NXT. And a lot of those fans are NXT fans, I'm guessing, that were at Royal Rumble. So Becky Lynch, the crowd was behind her all the way. They were chanting Becky, Becky, and stuff like that during the match. So when Charlotte started beating her down after the match, the crowd didn't like it. They booed like crazy. And then after that, when she got the belt, got her hand raised by her father, Sasha Banks' music hits. That was awesome. That was a great moment. I popped, and I was happy to hear Sasha Banks' music hit and not stupid Naomi's music hit and have Naomi and Tamina come out with Sasha, because Sasha, to get her over on the main roster, she's already over by herself. She's over by just being herself, because a lot of fans at Raws always chant, "We want Sasha." But Sasha has to come out by herself from now on, and I'm glad they let her come out alone tonight, by herself. And she got in the ring. Fans ate it up. They were chanting, "Sasha, Sasha." They loved it. And then Sasha pointed at Charlotte in the title like, "I want a title match. When you gonna give me my title match?" And Charlotte let Ric Flair, helped him climb under the rope, lifted the rope for him, and Charlotte had her back turned to the boss. And Sasha Banks hits her little knee drop finisher and then flips her over for the bank statement. Sasha Banks locks in the bank statement on Charlotte. That was awesome. That was great. Crowd popped. I loved it. And then it ended. And then, of course, they teased after the bank statement. They teased Sasha versus Charlotte. And that will probably happen at WrestleMania, I'm guessing. But they got to add Becky Lynch to a match to get another title match at Fastlane. Or tomorrow night on Raw, they got to put Becky Lynch and let her get a rematch. They got to have Becky Lynch get a rematch, even though she lost. And I guess she doesn't deserve a rematch because she lost. Only the champions that lose deserve a rematch. At least that's what WWE always does. Is when a champion loses, they get a rematch like the next night on Raw. And we have pay-per-view rematches just about every Monday Night Raw after a pay-per-view. But tomorrow night, it'd be, if they speeded it up and did it before Fastlane, I'd be fine with that. Have Becky versus Sasha versus Charlotte tomorrow on Raw for the Divas title. I think that'd be awesome, and I'd love to see it. Because if you people don't know that are watching this, you might know me on Twitter. I am a huge, big-time supporter of women's wrestling. I love Becky, love Sasha, love Bayley, love Charlotte, love Paige, love Natalya, love Emma, love Asuka. Who else am I missing? Billie Kay, Peyton Royce. They're all great wrestlers. They're all great women wrestlers. They're great talents. Who did I leave out? I think I got everybody. Nikki Bella, she was a champion a very long time, but I don't see her as a great women's wrestler. She's a decent worker, but that's about it. She's a decent wrestler, but she's not great. She's not as good as those other women I named. Who else did I miss? Alexa Bliss, great women's wrestler. She could get better, but she's pretty damn good. Liv Morgan, she's also great. A new NXT diva. So, Divas title stays with Charlotte. But we did have a new U.S. champion, and we did have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Up next, after the Divas title match, or after the Kalisto win, there was a backstage segment with Paul Heyman talking to Stephanie and saying Brock Lesnar deserves his contract negotiated again, and he deserves a raise because he's going to win the Royal Rumble. And then Stephanie basically said back to Paul Heyman, if Brock takes out Roman, then we will renegotiate his contract. Like Brock isn't already making enough. In real life, he's probably making over $5 million a year or probably more. So Heyman and Stephanie backstage, I don't like backstage segments, but that was very short, so I had no problem with it. Up next was the Royal Rumble matchup. And I wish we would have got to see Sting in it. I would have liked to see Sting in it because I'm a big fan of Sting. But we all know he's injured and he's probably never going to wrestle in the WWE ever again. He's going to go in the Hall of Fame, and I think we're never going to see Sting wrestle another match. At least I don't think he will. Unless he really wants to come back and have a match because maybe doesn't want to end his career like with his match at Night of Champions. Maybe Sting does not want to end his career like that, going out with an injury. But Sting won't be wrestling at WrestleMania 32 because his neck is still injured and I don't think he got surgery yet. He'll probably get surgery after the Hall of Fame. If he did have surgery, I think I would have heard about it already on the internet. So, Royal Rumble match starts. Number 1, we all know, was the champion, Roman Reigns. He comes out. Number 2 was... Who the hell was number 2? God damn, I can't remember. It wasn't Jericho. Jericho was like number 4 or 5. Who the fuck was number 2? Oh my god. I wish I could play Royal Rumble back right now on the network to see who number 2 was. Why didn't I fucking write it down? Anyways, doesn't really matter. Whoever number 2 was... Oh, Rusev. Rusev, I'm pretty sure was number 2. I just remembered. Rusev was number 2, and it didn't really matter because his ass got tossed out like a salad. He got tossed over the top rope like a tossed salad. Anyways, Roman eliminates Rusev within probably 2 or 3... Within a minute and a half, because I think every minute and a half we had another entry. I don't know if they did entries every minute 60 seconds or every minute 50, I don't know, or every minute 30 seconds, I don't know. I didn't count. Maybe it was an entry every minute, I don't know. I didn't time it. When I watch the Rumble back, because I'm probably going to watch it back tonight because I want to watch AJ Styles again in the Rumble in the entire match. So when I watch it back, I can time how fast they brought in guys. So, number 3, after Rusev was tossed out, number 3 was... They kept the camera really long on Roman Reigns' face. When the music hit, I didn't know whose music it was. It was obviously music I never heard before. Somebody's theme I did not recognize. Because when someone's theme hits, I usually recognize it right away and know who it would be. But this theme, you really couldn't tell what the hell it was. You knew it was a surprise entrance, and they kept the camera really long, as I said, on Roman Reigns' face. And that was pretty smart. That was a good idea, whoever thought of that. And then Roman heard the music and was looking up at the screen, and then he went like this, like he couldn't believe who was coming in at number 3. Then they put the camera back on the entrance. Who came out? AJ fucking Styles. A phenomenal one. AJ Styles. The guy's legendary. The guy is phenomenal. The guy's awesome. I've been a fan of AJ Styles since 2002 when he started in TNA. I became a big fan of his, and I've followed his career ever since. So number 3 was AJ Styles. This was epic. This was a highlight of the night for me. It was the best moment of the Rumble 2016, having AJ Styles debut and come out. First time ever, AJ Styles debuting in the WWE. First time ever, AJ facing Roman Reigns and guys like Jericho and Big Show. AJ jumped on the back of Big Show in the match. AJ faced off with Jericho a little bit. That was awesome. So it was just so great to have AJ Styles debut in the Royal Rumble. There were a lot of rumors that they were going to save AJ Styles for Raw tomorrow night, and they were going to have AJ Styles debut on Raw. Well, I'm really glad WWE gave us AJ Styles in the Rumble, because that was a great surprise, and it was awesome, and I'm sure it made a lot of fans' night. It was epic. It was the right idea to have him debut in the Royal Rumble match. It was a smart move, smart booking, putting AJ in the Rumble. So AJ is number 3. And AJ Styles lasted 28 minutes in the Royal Rumble match. He had a damn good showing. I wish AJ would have lasted down to the final 4 or the final 5 or 6. But if he would have got eliminated in the final 4, the crowd would have just been angry. And the crowd would have probably booed the entire Rumble. I mean, the last 3 guys, if AJ's thrown out, they would have just booed the entire rest of the match. So that's smart to get rid of AJ before the final 4 were left. And I didn't like Sheamus being one of the final 4. That was dumb as hell. I didn't enjoy Sheamus being one of the final 4. But I guess they wanted 2 heels in there, Sheamus and Triple H. 2 heels to fight the 2 baby faces, Roman and Dean Ambrose. Anyways, AJ lasted 28 minutes in the Royal Rumble. In his WWE debut, it was great. It was epic. Very happy for AJ Styles that he finally gets to be in the big leagues. Finally gets what he deserves. He deserves to be in the WWE. He deserves to get a WrestleMania match. He deserves to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion in the future. Just really happy for AJ Styles that he is finally in the WWE, and the guy is still in his prime. The guy's not past his prime at all. I think he's 37 or 38 years old. AJ Styles could be in his prime for probably 5 more years. He could be in his prime until he's probably 45 years old. He's that good. And he's in great shape. So I'm really looking forward to what they do with AJ Styles. I mean, the matches he can have with Kevin Owens will be epic and very good. The matches he could have with Seth Rollins will be great. AJ versus Brock would be great. AJ versus any member of the New Day would be entertaining. AJ versus Jericho would be great. They should do that before Jericho leaves again. AJ versus Cesaro would be epic. AJ versus Daniel Bryan would be epic if they ever let Daniel Bryan return to the ring. And if the WWE doctor ever lets and clears Daniel Bryan to return, which I don't think is going to happen this year. Daniel Bryan may come back for SummerSlam, but if he's not back by SummerSlam, if I was him, I'd ask for my release, because he still wants to wrestle. He should ask for his release and go to Ring of Honor or New Japan Pro Wrestling. Because if I was Daniel Bryan and inside I had a passion to still want to wrestle, and WWE wouldn't let me wrestle for 2 fucking years and wouldn't clear me, when other doctors would clear me, I would ask for my release from the WWE and go wrestle somewhere else, even TNA. If Daniel Bryan doesn't want to go to Ring of Honor, I'm sure he would. If he doesn't want to go back to Ring of Honor, he was a very long time Ring of Honor, long reigning world champion in Ring of Honor, like 10 or 9 years ago. So I'm sure Daniel Bryan would go to Ring of Honor or New Japan. I don't think he'd want to go to TNA, but if he would, I'd be happy for him. And I'd watch him in TNA because Daniel Bryan is damn good. So, AJ versus all those guys I named. AJ versus Samoa Joe. That'd be great. Again, AJ versus Finn Balor. That'd be epic. AJ versus Austin Aries. We saw that in TNA, but it'd be great seeing the WWE. AJ versus Sami Zayn. That'd be a great match. AJ versus Ambrose. That'd be great. I mean, there is so many opportunities in feuds and matches that the WWE can put AJ Styles in. So many great matches and feuds he could be involved in. I hope he signed a 3 or 5 year contract. And so I hope AJ's around for 3 more years. I'm sure he probably did sign a 3-year contract because that's the contracts WWE usually offers to their talent is for 3 years. So, AJ lasted 28 minutes. Now, R-Truth came out. And I don't know what number he was, I forgot. But anyways, Eric Rowan, but he was after R-Truth, I believe. Eric Rowan of the Wyatt family is number 22. R-Truth comes out probably before that, goes under the ring like an idiot. I guess this is his new gimmick, being stupid and making mistakes like Steve Harvey made at whatever that Miss Universe contest. So that's basically R-Truth's gimmick, is fucking up and looking like an idiot and doing stupid shit just to get us to laugh at him. Just doing dumb shit that makes no sense, because R-Truth pulls out a giant ladder, throws it in the ring when there's like 6 or 7 guys already in the ring, or at least 5 guys. R-Truth starts climbing up the ladder. Every single guy in the ring is staring up at him like, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid idiot? That was pretty funny. I tweeted a couple of tweets. I said, R-Truth is not Money in the Bank. What the fuck are you doing? You must be high as fuck. I don't mean R-Truth was really high. I just made a joke. Because obviously WWE won't let their talent get high and go out to the ring. And plus they do drug testing, so you couldn't smoke pot anyway because they'd find it in your drug test and probably suspend you for 30 days. Even, whatever. So then I even said in another tweet, R-Truth, this is not the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. This is the Royal Rumble. So then the ladder comes down, or someone pulled R-Truth off the ladder. I don't remember what the hell happened, but then Big Show, or Kane. So R-Truth was in the ring, went up the ladder. R-Truth was in the ring for what felt like only 1 minute, and then Kane, the legend, Kane, the veteran, Kane, throws out R-Truth in about a minute. So, goodbye R-Truth. But that was pretty funny, him pulling out the ladder. That was pretty funny, but it makes R-Truth look like a stupid idiot, his character. But maybe R-Truth enjoys being that character. I don't know. So, Kane eliminates R-Truth. And now, what was I going to talk about next? You had Kevin Owens come out. Then right after Kevin Owens, I believe Sami Zayn came out. He got a big pop. Fans were really excited, very happy to see Sami Zayn. He probably got the biggest pop of the night along with AJ Styles. And his pop was very big. And Becky Lynch got a pretty good pop. She was really over. So, Sami Zayn comes out, and him and Owens start drilling each other back and forth. Punching each other in the face at the same time. Like they are stuck in a heated feud. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, they should feud up until WrestleMania, and WWE should have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, because I would love to see that, and they would have a 5-star match. So they feud in the Rumble. They go right after each other because we all know last year Kevin Owens took out Sami Zayn real quick, powerbombed him on the ring apron, and took the NXT title from him. And then Sami Zayn sadly injured his shoulder going up against John Cena before the match even started by raising his hands up and celebrating and getting the crowd fired up. So sadly, Sami Zayn was injured most of 2015. He just returned in November at NXT London, TakeOver London. I saw Sami Zayn wrestle in person at NXT Milwaukee a week and 3 days ago. I saw Sami Zayn wrestle. He went up against Tommaso Ciampa. They had an epic, damn good match. And Sami Zayn back in the ring. I saw him in person back. He looked very good, and he put on a 5-star match with Ciampa. So Sami had a pretty good showing, but he was probably in the Rumble under maybe 10 minutes or under, because Sami Zayn throws out Kevin Owens. That got a great pop, and that was awesome because Owens will probably want revenge on Sami Zayn for throwing him out of the Rumble. I'm sure Kevin Owens will want his revenge against Sami. So maybe they'll have a match at Fastlane, but they should save Zayn versus Owens. They should save that for WrestleMania 32. So then Zayn gets thrown out by Braun Strowman. Sami Zayn gets eliminated by Braun Strowman. I didn't list and write down every guy that was eliminated by who. I don't know. But I do know R-Truth got eliminated by Kane. Sami Zayn was eliminated by Kevin Owens. And then Sami Zayn was eliminated by Braun Strowman. He threw his ass out and Braun looked like a monster most of the Royal Rumble. So then we had Luke Harper came out. He had a pretty good showing. He lasted probably 20 minutes, I think. Or at least 15 or 20 minutes. Luke Harper lasted. Luke Harper was clotheslined out of the ring by Brock Lesnar. So Brock took out the first member of the Wyatt family. Then Braun Strowman took 3 clotheslines from Brock Lesnar. 3 running clotheslines Brock gave to Braun to eliminate Braun. And then Brock eliminated Eric Rowan. I forgot how, but I'm sure he eliminated him because I think Michael Cole said Brock has eliminated the entire Wyatt family and taken them out. Because last week on Raw, they took out Brock. But Bray Wyatt was not in the Rumble yet. After Brock took out every Wyatt family member, Bray Wyatt would come out later. So, Jericho lasted. Dean Ambrose throws out Chris Jericho, Y2J. Jericho lasted over 50 minutes. Very impressive. But most of the Rumble, I saw Jericho laying down on his side up against the turnbuckle. Jericho was laying down on the mat for what felt like over 20 minutes of the Rumble. But when I watch it back, maybe Jericho was off on his feet for a lot of it. Triple H was number 30. Before Triple H was number 30, Bray Wyatt came out, and Brock Lesnar was still in the ring, waiting for Bray to get in the ring. And then the Wyatt family comes in, attacks Brock Lesnar, cheating because they were thrown out, and the refs should have threw out the Wyatt family. I'm talking about Harper, Rowan, and Braun. They should have been thrown out from the ringside, so they ran back in the ring to interfere. But whatever, they're heels. Heels do that. So the Wyatts attack Brock. Brock throws all 3 of them again, out of the ring. They come in, attack him again. Bray Wyatt hits Sister Abigail on Brock, gives him a kiss, as he kisses everybody before he hits Sister Abigail. Then he hits that, and then they throw out Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar gets eliminated, thanks to the Wyatt family in their cheating ways. I was pretty pissed about that because I predicted and I wanted Brock Lesnar to win the Rumble, but whatever, he got thrown out. I'm not upset about it. But Brock was my pick, so I wanted him to win because I predicted he would win. Up after Brock got eliminated, up next we had Triple H come out. Triple H was number 30. I saw him coming out and being number 30 because that would help the Authority and help Triple H win the championship and get it away from Roman Reigns by being number 30. Sheamus was number 29, I believe. Or 28 or 29 was Sheamus. Sheamus was one of the final 4 with Roman, Dean Ambrose, Sheamus. Triple H came in, faced off during the Rumble, faced off with Bray Wyatt. That was awesome to see. And then Bray turned on Triple H and attacked him, tried eliminating him. But then Triple H throws out Bray Wyatt, throws him out of the Rumble. I didn't really enjoy that. Whatever. They're trying to push Bray Wyatt and the Wyatts, but then you have Triple H throw him out. I thought that was kind of stupid. I didn't like that. I booed. So Triple H throws out Bray. And I wonder if WWE is ever going to give Bray Wyatt a WWE World Heavyweight Championship title run, because it doesn't seem like they are to me. I don't know when Bray Wyatt is ever going to get the championship. If he doesn't get it in 2016, then it's too damn late to give him the championship and nobody will care anymore. So Triple H throws out Bray Wyatt, and then Roman Reigns gets, or I believe Sheamus was eliminated by Roman. I think. Anyway, Sheamus got eliminated. So it's down to Triple H. Or Roman gets eliminated by Triple H, I believe. And Sheamus was gone already. So it was Dean Ambrose. Pretty shockingly, it was Dean Ambrose left against Triple H. Winner would become the new champion. Dean Ambrose put up a good fight, but I knew Triple H was going to win. It was pretty obvious. It was pretty easy to predict. If it wasn't going to be Triple H winning, I thought it'd be Brock or Roman. But whatever, Triple H is a 14-time champion. He's the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He's a champion again. I don't mind. I'm not upset about it. I really have no feelings about Triple H winning. It is what it is. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not pissed. I'm not really happy either, because I wanted Brock to win. Brock Lesnar was my pick. I wanted him to win the title and go to WrestleMania as a champion. Then they could have had Brock against Triple H against Roman. But whatever, Triple H is a champion. I really see the main event now being Triple H versus Roman, because I think Brock Lesnar is going to probably take on the entire Wyatt family at WrestleMania. They'll probably go with Brock against the entire Wyatt family at WrestleMania, 4-on-1. And Brock will probably win and probably destroy them. Not destroy them, but beat them up pretty good. Anyways, Triple H wins a 2016 WWE Royal Rumble match. This is Triple H's first Royal Rumble win since 2002. He won it in 2002, and then he go to WrestleMania 18, defeat Chris Jericho. So Triple H wins a 2016 Royal Rumble. Another pretty cool spot they did during the Rumble. Vince came out with the League of Nations, and they attacked Roman on the outside of the ring, beat him up. Roman was laying on the outside of the ring probably over 20 minutes or 25 minutes. I don't even remember when Roman got back in the ring. I think he got back up, and Superman punched Sheamus when Sheamus came out. That's, I think, when Roman finally got to his feet. So Roman is probably laying on the outside for 25 minutes or longer. Anyways, that was a nice spot where they put Roman on the announcer's table and had Rusev run across 2 tables and do a big splash and crash through the table on top of Roman. I enjoyed that spot. It was nice to see during the Rumble. I really, really enjoyed AJ Styles in the Rumble. He was the highlight for me. He was a highlight of the Royal Rumble 2016, is seeing AJ Styles debut finally in the WWE, where he belongs to be and deserves to be. Because WWE, no matter what anybody says about it, you can bash it all you want. You can hate it. You can hate creative. You can hate what Vince is doing. Whatever. WWE is still the number 1 company in the world. If you're there, you're probably, that's WWE's the only place where you can make the most money as a wrestler, because it is the biggest company in the world. It's global, it's worldwide. So AJ Styles, I'm pretty sure his contract and his deal is probably the biggest money he's ever made in his career in wrestling, because WWE is a place to go. If you want to make money, big money, WWE is a place to be. It is the major leagues. I even thought that as a kid, 25 years ago, in the late 80s, I always thought WWF was the big leagues, in the NWA, WCW was not the big leagues. They were number 2, in my opinion. Even though they became number 1 in 96 when the NWO debuted. And I won't deny it. In 96, 97, WCW did have a better product. And they had way better nitros. Nitros in 96 and 97. From the summer of 96 until the middle of 98, nitros were way more entertaining than Raws. So, and that's just my opinion, that I think from late 90 or summer 96, June 96 to probably March 98, WCW Nitro was better than Raw. I just say that because I've watched a lot of Nitros on the network, and Raws were not as good as Nitros back then. Except in late or summer of 98, Raw became better, in my opinion, than Nitro. So, this ends my Royal Rumble 2016 review. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I went a bit long, but I had to talk about the entire Rumble match. So that's why I went long. You don't have to watch the whole review. If you did, thank you very much. If you watched 5 minutes, thank you. If you watched 50 minutes, thank you. A lot of you probably don't have time to sit and watch me talk for 50 fucking minutes. But if you did, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This was my Royal Rumble 2016 review. I really enjoyed it. If I'd give it a rating, 1 to 10, I'd say Royal Rumble 2016 was 8.5 or 9. I'll just say it was a 9 because AJ Styles debuted, and I didn't think he was going to. I thought WWE would hold AJ Styles off of the Royal Rumble, but they didn't. And I thank WWE on Twitter. I sent them a tweet saying thank you for letting AJ Styles debut at the Rumble. So this ends my review. I'm going to do a Monday Night Raw review tomorrow because I always like to do Raw reviews after pay-per-views. So, bye for now, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my review. Follow me on Twitter at TNA WWE Guy and at NXT WWE Guy. Bye for now.